I'm Ross Mack.
And I'm Andini. Welcome to the Finance Couch.
Hey guys, I'm Ross Mack and I'm from the south side of Chicago. Now, a lot of young kids don't have the same access to financial literacy, and that's why I developed Macconomics. We're bringing Wall Street to Main Street, and now we bring it to the campus.
My name is Peyton. I'm 20 years old and I'm from Los Angeles, California. I didn't have that many conversations about money when I was living in my parents' house, but as soon as I went to college, definitely a lot about budgeting. I knew a little bit about renting apartments because they would help my grandparents out with their leases and their rental agreements.
Hey!
Hi!
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Phenomenal.
What's your question when it comes to finances?
Okay, yes. I was wondering why my parents would potentially have to co-sign my apartment lease.
Ooh. And it's a number of reasons, right? First, right, you're 22 years old, and largely the biggest reason is you don't have any credit history. You never had a credit card, you never took out a loan, so therefore you got to think about it, right? Your landlord is getting ready to get into a contract with you, 22-year-old, never really worked a real job and never have any history of paying bills on time. So as a result, this is kind of a safety net. And so what a cosigner is a person that's literally saying, hey, I'm going to come in and effectively backstop you in the event you don't pay your rent on time. From the landlord's perspective, what it is saying, okay, for the next 12 months, in the event that you don't pay your rent, then your mom or your dad will actually, contractually be obligated to pay. And then another thing is different states, they have like an income multiple that they actually want you to have. And every state is different. When I was in New York, they wanted you to have like maybe 20 times the actual monthly rent. And at the time, I wasn't making that, but also had no credit history. So literally, I went into it, hey, this is my offer letter. But they're like, yeah, that's cool, buddy. We actually need your mom or your dad to actually co-sign. So those two things, no credit history. And then lastly, if your job doesn't, sufficiently cover the multiple each state might require.
Okay, yeah, that's really helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, enjoy the last few weeks here.
Thank you. I do have a house around school that I have my eyes set on right now that I'm trying to get. I definitely want a private bathroom and I kind of need a lot of space, so a bigger room would be preferred, but obviously with like a lower price point. And I really love a modern kitchen. I feel like that's hard to get around here and for student housing, but that's something I would love in my dream house. I honestly do not cook a lot, but I just have a lot of people over to like party and stuff.
Be sure to subscribe to Million Stories.